Bam. Man, that beat be kicking, man. I like that beat, man. Uh Bam, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Ominus Show, the show that talks about comics, gay stuff, pop culture stuff, anything really that tickles my fancy. I will talk about it here on the show. And I am your esteemed host. I'm your host. My name is Elliot Rodriguez, and I'll be your host for today's show. It's been a while since my intro's a little off. But yeah, I am the host of the show. My name is Elliot Rodriguez, and you can see my name right here. And I am a comic book artist. I'm a Comics Gate artist. I draw a lot of cool shit for Comics Gate. And I'm reporting to you live from Lima, Peru, in South America, where we are in August, which is like, I don't know, like January, the equivalent to January for you guys. And it's still freaking summertime. It's still summertime. It's still summertime. Look at this. Like it's hot. And it's annoying. It's annoying AF. And I think this is the first time in my life ever where I have gone one entire year experiencing only one season the entire year. And it's freaking annoying beyond all reason. Just super annoying. I never thought that would happen. Like I always see like this El Nino crap, the El Super El Nino thing going on. I was like, nah, this can't be true. It can't. They keep climate change is a hoax and all this other crap. But this year, at least, summer, nonstop summer, every day summer. And I don't like summer. I love winter. I'm a winter guy. I like putting on a jacket. You know, I think it's easier to try to warm yourself up than it is to try to like get rid of all this. Try to deal with the heat with the summer. So it's annoying. It's super annoying. And yeah, I mean, we're just a few months. We're like in the dead middle of winter, supposedly in the dead middle of winter, and we are 6 degrees above the record high. 6 degrees above the record high. 6 degrees, and that's 6 degrees Celsius, which is like 20 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. So, geez, it's hot. And this doing this tricky thing where it's like it's summer during the day, winter at night. And so like I don't know, I'm surprised I'm not sick yet, but it's insane. So what is going on with everyone? Great to see you guys. There's no mistakes, nothing going on with my computer. I did all the things that I did last time. I'm doing them again this time. I'm going to be tracking the stream because apparently doing a stream is a load on your computer. I had no idea. So I did what I could here at home. And I apparently I solved the issue, so I shouldn't have any problems with it. Last time, if you guys remember, like a few weeks ago, I did a stream. There was no problems with it at all. It was working fine for the hour that I was streaming. So I have no reason to believe that it's going to shut off today. If it does, then I have to take it now. Now any shutdowns, any sudden shutoffs, I have to take it to a technician to get it fixed. And I know exactly what I have to do with it too. And it's something that I can't fiddle around with here, so I'll have to take it to a tech guy. But yes, I have no reason to believe that that it should shut down. So I'm going to be going for about an hour, for about 2 hours, maybe an hour or so. There's a lot of crap to talk about. I've been gone for 2 weeks, enjoying some nice quality family time. Shout out to my wife. I love my wife so much. Shout out to my daughter. I love her so much. And I've been just hanging out with them, just not doing much of drawing. But I got back into my groove this week, so I'm back to drawing again. But I took some time off. And a lot of shit's been happening since I've been not streaming. So first and foremost, the banner. There's the banner. Second thing I want to share with you guys is Makofi. Share Makofi. This Ko-fi is the only way that I'll get any kind of monetization. We'll talk about that in just a second. So please, anything that you guys can send will be great. It's not a donation. In exchange, in exchange for like money to the Ko-Fi thing, I'll play a clip. And I have different clips. I can do the Jay and Silent Bob clip. I can do hold on, let me see my clips. Where my clips at? Where my clips at? No, it's not that kind of clip. I can do I could do this. I could do this clip.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Sure. Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Me. Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Why are you gay? I can do that one. I could do this one also for like what, $2, $5? I don't know.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our differences. Nacho taco, chimichanga. 'Cause it's beautiful when the whole world sings together as we.
Chow ching. Nacho taco, chimichanga. Yeah, so for like you throw in something in there and I'll play that clip, or I could play this clip. Everybody loves this clip. If you want to hear, I'm playing these clips just one time. If you want to hear them again, watch them again, throw some money in the Ko-Fi. Check it out.
My name is Paul Ravoche, and I'm a commercial artist and comic book illustrator.
Writing and drawing, his mind is space. Acts that feel on me so can't escape your face. He robbed you, but now we know. Can you do it better? Silently they show.
Paul Ravoche. I love that one. So for $5, $2, I don't know. You guys, whatever you guys think, I will play that clip again. And then I could play this one too also.
Maybe they're one of those gay couples.
Oh man, I got this short one too.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Oh man, and don't forget, guys, the show is sponsored sponsored by fine folks.
K2 mod do say nigga Inca Cola, yeah, Cola, yeah, Inca Cola, yeah, K2 mod baby, Inca Cola, yeah, Inca Cola, yeah, Inca Cola, vamos.
Yeah, K2 mas, Inca Cola, yeah, Inca Cola. So please, I would strongly recommend to consider throwing in some money. I have shown you guys that this money does not go to waste. This money is going to making the pages that I'm drawing to put color on them, and we have seen some great pages getting colored. I think it's great, but I'm just incredibly biased. I'm going to bring this up. I'll show you exactly where your hard-earned money goes to, because I don't like spend it, squander it, and just do stuff with it. Like I actually like use it to help with the production of the comic. So, and hold on, let me share with you guys. There might be a little lag. Now that's just, I guess that's just expected, I guess, But look at that. I revealed this a few weeks ago. This is page number 1 for Ominus. Beautiful colors. Well, shit. I dig them. I think they're beautiful. I really enjoy these colors. But here are the colors for page 1. Here's page 2 of my book, Ominus. Nice. Look at that. Establishing shot. And then all the other good stuff. You see this map? I recently saw like just like 2 days ago or yesterday or something like that. I saw John Malin's review of Dino King, and in the review, John Malin mentions maps. He doesn't like maps. There's too much information. But there was something that I heard in his critique of using maps in the fact that if you use maps, make it so that the information that you see on the map is relevant to the story. And I was like, yes, because that's exactly what I'm doing. If you got my book, you will see that at the end of the book, there's a map, and the map only shows you certain cities that I'm mentioning in the story, or certain cities that have been mentioned so far in the story. Case in point, this city right here, Daphlon, and this city here, Anik, is the name. So these two cities are the only cities that you should know for the moment in my story, because the events are happening in these places. The book 2, book 3, and book 4 happen in other places. And as that story starts unraveling itself, I'll start revealing those places to the reader. So I was really psyched that I was like, okay, cool. I didn't botch that up. Like I had an idea with that, and my idea was legit. All right, great. So we're on the right page. So yeah. And then also in the book, in the preview book, there's a map, and in the map it mentions where that fight that Zadok is having with Deathmonger, where that fight took place. And so you guys can kind of visualize, because none of the things that are happening in my comic are happening on Earth. It's a completely different planet, and so I have to introduce you guys to all kinds of nonsense. And I think it's detrimental to my story to just dump all this information to you guys from the beginning. So that's why I'm going with these aesthetics on purpose, because, for example, a forest, it's not strange. Two guys wearing armor, it's not strange. Grass, shrubbery, bushes, all this nice weather is not strange. So I'm giving you guys the tip. No, just the tip. I'm giving you guys the tip. And then as we get further in the story, things will get stranger and stranger. It'll get weirder. You start seeing sorcerers. You'll see Deathmonger. I have other villains that I'm going to introduce, other characters that I'm going to introduce, other ideas and concepts that if I just dump it on you in the beginning, it can probably be overwhelming. So I'm going to just give you guys the tip. And then by the end of the book 4, I'm going to be, excuse me for the vulgarity, but I'm going to be balls deep into my fantasy and my reality. And then you guys will be enjoying it by that time. So I mean, I caught that from John Malin's review of Liam's Dino King, and I was like, okay, cool. So I think I'm okay. And yeah, so here's page 2, and here's page 3, and so yeah, so I took away that from that review. Other things also, but I'm not getting into that today. I'm going to talk about other topics, but yeah. So there's the map again. It's central to what's going on in this part of the story. Here's the characters. Here's the bad guy, but I don't introduce him as bad. No, you can see him. He's just like one of the other guys here. And then his actions start to define him as the villain. And here is the pow. This is page 4. No, and so your money is going to this. No, I'm using the money for this because otherwise I wouldn't have money to pay for so many pages of coloring, without an actual crowdfunding campaign going on. So I'm using the money for this, and so far I'm in page 11. And the book is, in my opinion, the book is looking great. There's some minor things that I have to change. Also, want to let you guys know that all of the artwork that I show you is subject to change. They're subject to changes, minor rearrangements, and things like that. No, but this is basically done. There's just a few touch-ups and things here or there. For example, on this page, if you take a look here, this gutter, it's got some brown on it. So I got to send this back to Manny. It's like, hey, Manny-o, hey, fix that, man. I don't want that brown all over that like that. Get the brown off my crack. How about that? I'll get the brown off my crack and clean it up, won't you? And so, yeah, so the money you guys are sending to me is going to the production of the comic. So I'm using it for that means, also to keep the lights on here on the show. And so yeah, so I urge you guys please to strongly consider giving a tip. So you'll get a nice video, and you'll get a nice video, a nice clip, and you'll also know that the money is going towards something that is in benefit to making the book. Also, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. I suspect. I hope I did that. If not, please, mods, if there are any mods in the chat, please send that link out, please. And yes, all right. So that's enough of that. Now let's take a look at the people in the chat. What's going on, people? We got Will Studios. What's going on, big dog? I got a clip for that. Hold on, big dog. Hold on,
Now come on now. Huh? Don't anybody know nothing? Huh? Down.
Don't anybody know nothing? What's happening, Will Studios, man? Yeah, Will, he does a show every Saturday. I would love to tune in and actually jump on the stream, but we're busy at home at that time, so I'm sorry about that, man. But yeah, tune in, guys. Will's got his YouTube channel. Check him out on YouTube. He does streaming every Sunday. It's called the Will Power Hour. The Hour Power Will Hour Power Lunch Will Lunch Power with Will Lunch Studios. So check him out. We got Scribe. What's up, man? What's up, Scribe? The incredibly talented Scribe. He does great logo work. He's taking commissions, so check him out. He's I highly recommend getting Scribe. He's got great logos. I haven't seen him miss a shot yet. He does great work, like that Snoop clip. No, that man don't miss. He don't miss. And he does great work. And then Pity Mod, what's going on, Pity Mod? Great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Justin Soto, what's up, man? Great to see you as well, man. Cole King, what's up, Cole? He says, "Hey, brother, great to see you. It's been a while since I've been able to catch you stream." Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Cole is also on the verge of launching Empty Stars, Hollow Void. I don't know. The voided star. I don't know. I'm just kidding. It's called Empty Stars. It's coming out on Kickstarter, if I'm not mistaken, and he's on the verge of launching that. So check him out. Follow him on X to get all the info on that. What's up? Just got my brother here. What's going on, Diego? What's up, broski? All kinds of cool shit. I don't know who that Nino is, but I don't like him. Nah, man, it's straight up summertime here all the time. Ugh. It sucks. It says, O'Reilly, you know what's up, man? If it was just buffering, a few streams have had it. The StreamYard issue, I think. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, yeah. If there's any issues with this stream also, I apologize for that. I'm sorry about that. Nothing better than hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. It's great to unplug from time to time. I highly recommend people to do that if you feel you're too stressed or you feel like, things are getting crazy or you're about to say something, just relax. Take it easy, unplug for a little bit, and then come back. O'Reilly in it. What's up, Ben? Ben, Base Art Department. What's going on, man? Oh, chat has been wild. Glad to see y'all. Yeah. Best intro song ever. Thanks, man. Yeah, balls into. Oh yeah, man. You couldn't give the green jumpsuit guys any medals or anything. They look like mechanics. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, they look like mechanics. They're not holding any power tools, but no, yeah, I mean it is what it is, Will. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry. But I mean, right now, yeah, like you guys got to understand this is taking me an incredibly long time to draw. And I can make some minor changes. But for example, like if I wanted to add metals to the stuff that I've shown you already, I would have to draw the metal. Then I have to send it back to the what's his face to Manio to get it colored again, and then I have to wait for that. And great idea. I think I mean, uh, I think I might incorporate like I was thinking about like a name patch also because um military there's supposed to be something resembling a military fatigue, and the fatigues they don't usually have medals on them. That's just like that I recall, but I don't know. I'm not a military guy, but I should probably research that. But I mean, I may change it. I may change it, or I may not. If I don't, please don't take any offense to that. No. The headshot came out nice and color. Yeah, I thought so too. I liked it. These came out good. Thank you very much. That robot looks like it could find my prostate. It's got a big finger, man. It's got a big thumb. What's up, B.A. Turner? We're gonna talk about B.A. today. BA started the stuff and there's like talk. No, BA also's got a show tonight. Got a show tonight. Be sure to check that out. Toss some coins in the CG's Peruvian delegate. Yeah, I would appreciate that. No, I would appreciate that. Yeah, empty stars. Yeah. Victor the Lord Seeker, what's up, man? Yes, sir. Hope you entered the art contest. Oh yeah. Let me bring that up. But no, I don't want to. Yeah, I'll if I can, I'll talk on that. But just let's stick to the topics at hand. Topics at hand for today. I'm going to talk about a few things. Number one, just to make an announcement that I think I can just officially say this, that I think that my YouTube career is over before it even started. Yeah, I think it's over. I really enjoyed taking time off and just I read comics while I was away. Speaking of which, I read 7 Amens 7 Amens to what is it? 7 Amens to dawn, 7 Amens to sundown. The sundown. Tom Tuttle's book. I read that. I liked it. I read the Lucent, and I keep joking that I drunk backed it, but I was happy that I did because I enjoyed the story. Now I don't know if I will continue because it's I like the story, and I just want to say with no hate or anything like that, but I just want to say that Michael Bancroft is an excellent writer. He's an excellent writer. I think he's one of the best writers that I've seen in the indie space who's not a professional. Yeah, his stuff is out there. His stuff is really good. I've read Waking Dream, Painted Death, Fractured Mind, the stuff he's putting out, great work. I think now this is where like the no hate thing comes in. I think that he's a much better writer than an artist. I mean, and I know what Mike's weakness is with art. It's hands. I think that the hands in the art in the book, I don't know, but that's the one weakness. That's the one thing that I'm looking in some of the panels and the benches like, oh, it takes me out of the story a little bit. But the story is excellently. I like it. I think it's great, well written. I like the dialogue. The dialogue sounds natural. Normally, there's this thing with with comic creators that you hear people speak on YouTube and then you read the comic. And then in many cases, you can hear like the creator speaking as you read this person's dialogue. That doesn't happen with the Lucent. Like I'm reading these characters speak with each other, and in no time do I hear like Michael Bancroft, through that. So I mean, I think he's a really good writer. He's got an editor. Shout out to I think his name is Joel Fulton, a great editor also. Great writing team. I don't know if he's up for like doing other projects, but Michael's a great writer. Great writer. Vaughn Klaus is another great writer. Because I mean, well, at least I have yet to read Kitaru Witch Hunter. I back that, but I have yet to read it. But Monster MD is a CG classic in my opinion. CG classic. If you haven't gotten Monster MD, you're missing out. It's a great story. Vaughn is an excellent writer. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like some of the more prolific writers that we got in CG. or I don't even know if Bancroft considers himself CG anymore. But yeah, I got that book, and that book was a great book. Shout out to him, and yeah. So I mean, I'm reading comics. I'm enjoying my time off. So I just think my career in YouTube is gone. I had this initial idea of like going all in with YouTube, or at least trying to go in, or trying to go more in with YouTube, so I can like try to get some income coming from here, from Ko-Fi and stuff like that. And I've been getting some income, but not to the point where I think it's going to be uh, not to the point where I think I'm okay. I think I need more money. Not saying that you guys are not doing that, but I'm just saying like, because I got more pages to color, and I want to get as much colored before I launch the book, and and so yeah. I mean, that's why I opened up commissions. So I'm gonna try to like balance myself out, and but yeah, the thing that I wanted to say is that with YouTube, I am not going to be streaming as often. Um, I want to do streams um where I have things to say, and today I got things to say. Sometimes I just read off stuff from news, but I'm not going to do that. No. Also, I'm not too happy about promo shows. I've done 3 promo shows on this YouTube channel, and my views have plummeted. And we're going to talk about that because BA brought that up, and the numbers just don't sustain it. From my end, the numbers just don't sustain it. Me having creators on talk about their comics, it just completely dead silence to the people in the chat. And so, I mean, I can't, we can't do that. No, so I want to. How can we expect to get more eyes on projects if there's no eyes when we're talking about the projects? No, so we have to provide some kind of entertainment for people out there. So yeah, so this whole thing, this whole announcement is just making me reconsider many things that I'm doing. So just without any without any more delay, Don put this post out, and shout out to Don. But this is information that's coming from YouTube. YouTube, as of February of 2027, is going to change the requirements to become to get monetized on YouTube. So it says here, in addition to the above threshold, creators who meet the following criteria are accepted to the YPP will have additional benefits, including revenue sharing from ads and YouTube Premium. So, 1,000. Hold on, let me take a look at the information. It says 1,000 subscribers, which is up. It used to be 1,000, but now it's 2,000 subscribers, and then 8,000 watch hours. No, and then or 20 million qualified short views. I can't even get like 500 on mine. It's 20 million. Fuck, I can't even get a million. So I mean, that's just it's making it harder to get monetized. Now, I mean, like I'm not gonna lie, like, I had hoped that I could get like 200 more subscribers, and to get to 1K subscribers, and hopefully try to get monetized. But I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket. But I had hoped, that I could do that. I think, or I feel that I'm close. I'm closer, or could have gotten closer to that. But no, this is all out. This is all out of my. This is all out of my reach now, because I'm not going to try to like stream more hours and invest more time into doing things so I could try to get No, like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to stream what I can when I can, because my main attention is drawing. I need to get back into drawing. I'm going to do 2 pinups before I get back to Ominus pages, because I need to sell art. And so I want to do some artwork where I can like make pinups out of it and sell that. And so I'm going to be drawing some. I got a nice idea for Spider-Man, some other characters that I'm going to draw, and I'll share that here on YouTube also. And the saddest thing about all this is that Ominus is going to take a hit, because Ominus, like, I'm not going to be able to put out Ominus pages as frequently as I would have liked. But I'm still going to always work with that. So it's a bunch of crazy things. A bunch of crazy things that's getting shaken up by this announcement. So yeah. So my YouTube career is over. long before it even started. And I'd like to know what you guys think of that. Let me know. I'll read you guys in the chat. Don't forget, please throw some stuff into the Ko-Fi. And yeah, so now it's much more difficult to get monetized on YouTube. And here's the official information. I'm going to read this, and then we'll jump on to the next topic because I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff to talk about today. So that news broke out. I think it was yesterday. So this is the information from Team YouTube. All right, and it says, hey there, starting February 1st, 2027, new applicants need 20 million qualified short views in the last 90 days to apply to YPP and get access to ads and premium revenue sharing separately to earn from the shorts creator pool each month. All YPP creators must maintain 10 million qualified views in the last 90 days. We know this is a new change for shorts creators, so we've broken down the details here. And there's other information though. So yeah, so they're making it more difficult to for small creators like myself to break into the whole monetization thing, and I also think it's great because this means, for the people out there that are trying to make a living off of YouTube, it's telling them very clearly, point blank, get a job, get a job, get your ass out there and work. Like don't. And I think it's good. I think it's a good way to filter the untalented from from the rest of the flock. Which I'm in that untalented section. So I think it's good. I think it'd be a good thing to do, and yeah, great stuff, man. All right, now let's break it down. I also, I think it's great. I think it's great that YouTube is doing that. It's helping to filter out all of the would-be people, the wannabe creators from the actual creators, from the people that actually spend a lot of their time creating and doing stuff like that. So I think it's great. I don't think it's too bad at all. And yeah. So please don't hate me if I don't stream as much, and I'll try my best. And I will be streaming when I have something to say. No, today I have something to say. Next week, I don't know what'll happen next week, but I will keep you guys posted. If I do decide to stream that week, and if I don't, I'll also keep you guys informed. And then we'll just roll with the punches. We will roll with the punches because I got to bring the numbers up on the channel here. I got to bring the numbers up. I was doing some pretty good numbers. Then I did 3 promotion streams. And then pound, lower. So I don't think it helps anybody out. So I'm gonna go back to that promotion topic in just a second. First, also I want to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. A lot of people talking about it, a lot of different reactions to it, and I'm going to give you my appreciation of my analysis of the movie. Just a second. What's up, Apex? Apex is in the chat. I should see it next week, Spider-Man. Yeah. Well, you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't, spoilers. If you haven't seen Spider-Man, I'm going to get into spoiler territory. I'm going to try Rumble. He's who wants to be cheap, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, man. I did this YouTubing thing strictly because John Malin said we should have a YouTube presence on YouTube. A YouTube presence on YouTube. We should have a presence on YouTube so that we can promote our comics. So, if anything, the channel is going to serve that purpose for me to promote my comic and put my comic out there. Keep backers and any other people, in the space informed about the comic, and that. It would have been nice to have it go more, but I think where I'm at is where I'm going to stay. So I think that's what we're doing, and so I think that's perfectly fine. I can work with that, and because if I have to put any more effort into this whole thing, I'd rather put that effort into my drawing. I'd rather draw more and get more artwork out there, and And yeah, so that's where I'm at. All right, so let's talk about Spider-Man. And, and this is a post that I saw a while back. It says Spider-Man brand new day in 1 minute. Let's take a look at this clip, and I think it was accurate. I think. Sorry. So let's check out the clip. I don't know if the volume is okay for you guys, but let's check it out. All right, we're gonna go bit by bit. I'm gonna try to give you my opinion on all this as quickly as I can because I don't want to take too much time on this. But I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day twice. I saw it twice. I saw it in 3D with my daughter, my wife, or by accident. Um, we wanted to get the regular, but we ended up getting 3D, and it was great. We enjoyed it. My daughter loved the crap out of the movie, and I loved the crap out of the movie. My wife enjoyed the movie. We all loved it, and then we saw it again like days later. And my wife wants to see it one more time once it's not like in the new release because here in Peru, like the new releases, they're more expensive than the other movies that are in the theater. I don't know if that's the same in the States. So once it goes down to the cheaper rate, we'll watch it again. Maybe next week. I don't know. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I loved it. And I think I'm with the majority of people. Um I think the majority of people enjoyed it. No, and I know that there's a big group of people that hated the movie, and I understand why. No, but my assessment of the movie remains the same. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, my first takeaway from the movie is, uh, I want to see a comic book accurate Spider-Man, and I think I got that. No, and I want to say that because everything nowadays gets compared to Spider-Man 1 by Sam Raimi, Spider-Man 2 by Sam. Everything gets compared to that. Everything gets compared to Andrew Garfield's take on Spider-Man, and and I mean, there's different measuring parameters in each case. You know, for example, just one thing right off the bat that I understand for myself, but that I think many people don't, is that in today's society, and I could say this maybe for the last 10, 15 years, uh, there there has not been, and I don't think there ever will be, a single comic book movie that is going to get translated page by page, panel by panel, from the book to the movie. I think there's we're never going to see that with any movie. Even with Doomsday, they say they're interpreting Secret Wars. We're not going to see panel by panel what we have in that book on the movie. We're not. No, so for example, if if I don't see, I don't know, there's a scene that's getting passed around a lot, like this scene with Doctor Doom ripping Thanos' spine and saying these specific words. Like if I don't hear those specific words that I read in the comic, and if I don't see the spine getting ripped out the way I saw in the comic, I'm gonna hate the movie. Like I'm not that kind of person. You know, what I do is I go and I enjoy it for the story and for the experience, considering the medium. It's the comic book movie. It's a movie in itself, and it has to like translate and give a good story. Not just because what works in the comic is not going to work it's not going to work in the movie. It's not. No, there's things in the comic that you can't translate to movie, and then vice versa. So and there's also this whole mind thing. Like you read something, and in between panel 1 and panel 2, there's a gutter, and in that gutter things happen, and what fills that gutter is what's going on in your mind. So you read it, and then your mind works with you. And so what you see on the screen, when it doesn't translate to what you have in your mind and what you think and what you expect, it's a letdown. It's a disappointment. So I don't go into a movie theater like that. No, I go into the movie theater with the sole intention of trying to experience a good story. Like, what is the point of this story? What is it trying to provoke to say? How is it achieving that? No, and I took Spider-Man as a fun comic book movie, and I took it for that. I didn't take it for any intellectual kind of idea. I didn't take it for any comic accurate depiction. I didn't take it for any of that nonsense, any of that. And so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the crap out of it because the first 20 minutes, I think it's like the best Spider-Man I've ever seen in my life. It's what I call Spider-Man Prime. Like the first 20 minutes of that movie was like Spider-Man Prime. He's on, and I haven't seen that in any movie iteration. Like with Tobey Maguire, with Andrew Garfield, they're bumbling idiots to a certain extent. Like they're not idiots, but they're bumbling. They second guess themselves. They don't know if this is correct, if this is the right thing to do. What's going on with my powers? What should I do? Should I do this? Is this the right thing to do? Should I, like there's so many second guesses with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, Peter Parker also and Andrew Garfield. There's a lot of that going on. Like they don't know, they're not sure, maybe, yes, There's a lot of that nerd stuff in the characters, no? And in the comics, there's that in the beginning, but there's a point where Peter Parker is fully aware and is in full control of his powers, and he uses it, to just the maximum extent of its use. And so we see that in the first few minutes of it. You see Spider-Man taking down villains. He's taking out a bunch of rogues, and he knows how to do it. He doesn't second guess himself. He's working with his technology. He's working with the police, and it's like prime Spider-Man. Prime Spider-Man. He's not second guessing anything. He's talking on the phone. Yeah, he's like there's like almost Batman-esque. Like he's got that relation with the commissioner. Like hey, we got to do this. We got to do that. Yeah, I've been checking this out. I've been scoping this. I've been doing that. We take a look at his room, and we finally get to see Spider-Man use his intellect, for something that he can make and resolve himself, because he's a really smart guy. And which is something that I didn't like about the first few movies of Tom Holland, because it was like Iron Man's sidekick, and Tom Holland in the first few Spider-Man movies, he second guessed himself for almost everything, so it's like that's not necessarily the Peter Parker that I would imagine, or the Spider-Man that I would imagine, and so the first 20 minutes was great. We saw Spider-Man in his element. It was a 4-year span where he's fucking kicking ass. He's taking out these villains. No sweat in many cases. He's just taking them out. Working together with the police. The city loves him. He's on top of the world. Everything's great. And I enjoyed that. I was like, that's great. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Like I wanted to see Spider-Man kick ass, knowing that he can kick this ass. I got these goons. Just give me a second. Knocks out the goons, and then everything was great. So I saw that. I like that aspect of Spider-Man. I liked his suit. I think my favorite suit prior to this movie was always Amazing Spider-Man 2, Andrew Garfield's, because I grew up with Mark Bagley Spider-Man in the 90s, and so that suit with Andrew Garfield is like cream of the crop for me. But this suit was really good also. I really enjoyed it. It's very Ditko-esque. It's very Ditko. That suit was very Ditko. If Andrew Garfield were to wear the suit from Brand New Day, that would be 60s Ditko Spider-Man right there. Because Andrew Garfield's all lanky and stuff, and he's very Spider-esque. More so than Tom Holland, and yeah, that would be straight up Ditko Spider-Man right there. Andrew Garfield in the Brand New Day Spider-Man suit. That's the Ditko Spider-Man right there. And yeah, so I like the suit. The suit was great. The cover homages were nice. I loved it. It's not needed, no, but this is fanfare, so it's fan service. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the covers that they picked out. Scorpion, great to see him in action. Scorpion was a nice villain, and good stuff. Now when you have peak Spider-Man, a peak Spider-Man who just like a few years ago was fighting Thanos, who beat Doctor Strange in No Way Home. He beat Doctor Strange in the portal, and like he outsmarted him and got away with the box in that scene. And Doctor Strange is a supreme sorcerer supreme, and so he outdid Doctor Strange. So if he's fighting these kinds of people, these kinds of heroes and villains interacting with the Avengers and all this, if you have a guy like that with that kind of background, I don't know why people would think that Scorpion would be a great villain for that Spider-Man. No, I think Scorpion might be nice for maybe like a Tobey Maguire episode in the first movie, but seeing Tom Holland kick Scorpion's ass like it ain't nothing, I thought that was what should have happened. I didn't think that was weird. I thought that was what was expected. I didn't think much of it, and yeah, so I saw Spider-Man doing his thing, and the scene with Yelena, I didn't see the need for that. I didn't see like why. Like I get that people were picking on this, like okay, I get it. She probably could have been in there, but Spider-Man would have needed to get his information from somewhere. Like if he's supposedly handling small potatoes, but then there's this big potatoes type of thing going on. Who does he call to get help with that? So he's got to have some kind of connection to the Avengers. And so Scarlet Witch or what is this? The Black Widow was that connection. So I didn't mind that. The lovey mushy stuff, yeah, it was great for the character. It helped with his character, him getting upset and losing his powers and transforming into a spider or transitioning in that case, Spider-Man. I thought that was cool. Yeah. That scene, for example, with him overtaking Scorpion like that because he got angry, like that whole scene reminded me of Spider-Man with the symbiote, with the black symbiote. Just losing himself to the anger and being overly aggressive. It reminded me of that. Yeah, I didn't think that was too bad. I thought that was cool. Him talking to another scientist like Dr. Banner and getting information. I mean, that happens in the comics all the time. Dr. Connors, he talks with him all the time about stuff. He tries to find a science bro of sorts in the comics. So him talking to Banner in this didn't seem strange. And then you can see that Bruce Banner created this machine for this purpose, but Spider-Man, with using his intellect, wanted to do a little bit more with that, and he was smart enough to develop something more than what Bruce had originally developed. So that was a great aspect of the story that I thought. And Punisher, the dynamic that they had, I think, was great. I loved it. Just a remark, just to say something. I have not seen the Punisher series, so I have no idea what Punisher is like in his movie. I mean, in his TV series, I hear that he's very dark and he's covered with blood. I haven't seen it. And yeah, I would be pissed if I was a Punisher fan, though, because I see him dark and gritty over here, but then he's funny and loving over here. I would see why people would hate that. I didn't know that. So if that's the case, then that sucks. But their dynamic, Spider-Man being like a Boy Scout to a certain degree, and then the Punisher not being that, being dark and gritty. I think that's a nice dichotomy there, good and bad in that case, good cop, bad cop type thing. So I thought that was interesting. And then also it reminded me to the comics from back in the day where you would see Spider-Man team ups. You see Spider-Man with the Human Torch. They would race through the city, or they would just get into hijinks or whatever, and then take care of a bad guy, or the classic Spider-Man and Daredevil. They've done countless issues and they always work together. Um, Spider-Man and Wolverine on some cases. So those team up books, like I never thought I'd see like a team up like that. And so seeing Punisher and Spider-Man work together the way they did, and Spider-Man asking for help from the Punisher and vice versa, like I thought that was cool. It's just great that they lean on each other like that. I thought that was great. I enjoyed that. And then what's not to like about the Hulk? The Hulk is back. The Hulk, shit. Like, I mean, we got Savage Hulk. That scene is like no girl, no banner, only Hulk, and he hulked out and just started whooping ass. I was like, man, that was great. I don't know why people didn't like that. That was great. That was insane. And that fight was great. Just I've always seen this in the comics. Like, you see those images of Hulk and Spider-Man on his back, and there's always that fight, because Spider-Man is so small and agile, and Hulk is so big and menacing, and then seeing them fight is always a great visual. And I was like, and we've never seen that on screen. I never thought I'd see that on screen. And just seeing Hulk, like, running through that hallway and Spider-Man being as agile as he can, throwing webbing everywhere, trying to get himself some space like that. I was like, shit, this is great. And then him webbing him up to the side of the building and then using his webs and all, just great stuff, man. Great. And then Hulk trying to do that, smashing thing that he did to Loki when he's like pounding him to the ground, and then Spider-Man getting out of that. And then just, man, great. It's a great understanding of the character with Hulk, great understanding of Spider-Man, great dynamic, and I love it. And then the Punisher, he didn't give a fuck. He was just shooting at the Hulk, and then just great. I mean, I have no notes, nothing negative to say about that Hulk scene. That Hulk scene was just pure cinema, peak cinema. Like, if you didn't enjoy that, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think you guys should reevaluate what's important in life. Like, I mean, like, you should watch a scene like that and be like, oh, I hate this shit. Hulk didn't say Hulk smash. And I'm like, come on, it's not all that. So I enjoyed it. He did that clap thing again. I haven't seen in a while, and it just sent Spider-Man through. I saw that. That was great. It was scary when he transforms, like, and I like that scene also, like moments before he transformed, when Dr. Banner realizes that, okay, I'm losing. The Hulk is coming, whether or not I want him to come here or not. He starts saying, everybody get out of the building, get out of the building. That's typical Dr. Banner versus Hulk. That's typical. And I remember that from the TV show back in the 70s, because I used to watch that on reruns. When you was it would have been great if in that moment when he was banging down on top of the dresser, if he would have just turned to the camera and you would have seen like a green flicker in his eye and just zoom in on that green flicker. Oh, that would have been a great image. And before he hulked out, like I like that. Like Banner realized, I've lost this. Hulk is coming out. Everybody run for your life. And that was great. And then he just transformed into the Hulk. I want to know what Dale Keown has to say about that. I want to know what he thought about that, because I was like, Hulk is back. That's my boy. And yeah, man, we've been getting pussy ass Hulk all these last few years. We get pussy ass Hulk. That Hulk Bruce, that Hulk Dr. Banner mashup. Oh, what a way to destroy a great character, though. And but yeah, seeing him back was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Nothing to say negative about that Hulk fight. And the Punisher didn't give a shit. He knew he was outmatched, but he still kept fighting. I like that. And yeah, and then later we got to the Hand. That fight scene was great. I think the use of the Hand is one good way to like open the universe of New York. No, it's not just Spider-Man. There's also other elements of New York that are in the story, that are in the MCU. And so I thought it was great that they used the Hand for that purpose, not to fight Spider-Man. They were a great challenge, I think. No, put up a nice fight. Now here's the biggest issue with the movie. The biggest issue with the movie is this Jean Grey being the villain thing. That I didn't mind it, but then after hearing what everybody had to say, I will say that you guys are right. It's not a good idea that they made Jean Grey the villain and made her do all these bad things, and then for the only justification to that to be that she went through this trauma. There's countless people in the world that go through all kinds of trauma and they don't murder anybody. They don't put anybody in harm's way. They just learn to deal with it, move on, take care of their traumas, and then just have a regular life. So there's no need for that. So for this girl to say, you guys kidnapped my sister, and now because you kidnapped my sister and took her away from me, I'm going to put the entire city of New York on lockdown until I get my sister back. Like that's no justification for her actions. No, and so that was probably the biggest flaw of the movie. That whole Jean Grey being the villain, and then the motivation behind her doing what she had to do, I think was just is bad. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good at all. There has to be consequences to the actions. No, uh, um, so we'll see what happens, how Marvel plays this forward. I think that Jean Grey being as reckless as she is in the beginning is grounds for the government to come and say mutants are dangerous. We got to persecute mutants. I think that's what they're going to do with it. They're going to use Jean's situation to say that, you know what, mutants are dangerous. We got it. We can't just let them do what they want. They have to see some kind of some punishment for their actions. Let's crack down on mutants. Let's use Spider-Man's inhibitor and crack down on mutants. Like, I think that's what's going to play out. I think. And Jean Grey should, after seeing what we saw in the movie, should have some kind of consequences. Now, I don't think she murdered. There's a scene where she takes control of this old street worker, and she puts him in front of a car, and he gets hit by a car. But there's nothing to indicate that guy died from that attack. Spider-Man early in the movie got hit by a car. Well, we're not going to compare Spider-Man to the old guy, no, but I don't think that the old guy died from that. So I don't know. We'd have to get confirmation. But for example, if that guy did die from that thing that Jean Grey did, then she has to go to jail. I mean, I don't know. There's got to be some kind of consequence to that. Like, I mean, you can't just do things like that just because someone took your sister away, and then and then think everybody's gonna be like, oh, it's okay, it's all right. No, like, there's got to be some kind of pushback to that. No, so that was the one thing that I didn't like later. No, and then another thing that I thought that was really interesting that I heard was this whole thing that it's 4 movies in, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Peter Parker still trusts the villain. The villain in this case being the black guy here on the screen, the Metzger guy, or the villain being Jean Grey. Like, he still trusts these people. He trusted his villains in No Way Home. Like, I think there's still some good in you guys, and he's trying to like heal Doc Ock, heal Green Goblin, heal Electro. Like, I still think there's some good in you guys. With the Vulture, being his girl's dad. Like, I think there's still some good in you guys. Like, I see where the argument is that, hey, 4 movies in and Tom Holland still hasn't developed and then learned to say, hey, this is a bad guy. I shouldn't trust this bad guy. I get that. No, I get that. I understand that. And the only thing I can say to that is, Spider-Man deep down is and always will be a Boy Scout to some degree. So, like, I mean, he's always going to find the good in other people, no matter what they did. So that's just, I guess you could just call that a character flaw for Peter Parker and Spider-Man, because he doesn't like just quickly, judge someone by something. Like, there's always a why there, and I guess he's trying to understand that. And I'm assuming that will be a character flaw on Peter's behalf. No? And the one thing also that I can say to that is that once he realized that Metzger, that the black guy here, that the damage control director, once he realized that he had lied to him, he was like, oh wait, this guy lied to me. I gotta find out what's really going on. And then so the bad guy shifted from Jean Grey to Metzger, and once he discovered that, he was like, okay, he's that he's going to be okay with taking him down. No, so I mean, and yeah, that's those are my only two critiques. Just that whole depending on the bad guy thing, trusting the bad guy thing, and then Jean Grey being the bad guy. Those are my only two critiques. Eh, yeah, Spider-Man taking the bullet for Jean, like that. I thought that was cool. Punisher crying. I get why he did, but then again, some people are gonna be like, Punisher crying is something you would never see in the series. So I get that. So yeah, I mean, that scene at the end when the Punisher puts on the mask, that was great. And yeah, so that's pretty much my analysis of the movie. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch it again. And now, where does it rank with my other movies? When I first saw it, I was like, this is the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. So, but now after all the analysis, I guess I would put this behind Spider-Man 1 and 2. And the reason why Spider-Man 1 and 2 are great and will forever be great is because Spider-Man 1 and 2 are as close as you can get to the comic being lifted from the panel to the screen. Like 1 and 2, like if you read the first 60 issues or first 30 issues of Spider-Man, you can get them digitally. Like if you read those first issues, like panel by panel, page by page, story by story, Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 are almost exactly what we see in the comics. Almost exactly. Him being in school, him and his powers, the dynamic with Aunt May, his Uncle Ben dying. We see Doc Ock and Green Goblin as some of the early villains. I think that's as close as that whole match in the wrestling arena, the money, that whole scene. We know with great power comes great responsibility. Like I think all of that is probably the closest we'll ever get to a comic accurate Spider-Man. And for that reason alone, I think Spider-Man 1 and 2 are probably going to be like just the best ever. But then after that, I think this movie's right there. I don't think anything will ever beat that. I think this movie's great. And it's great now that they have 4 movies in, so now they're developing Spider-Man as a character. Now I think would be a great time to introduce something like Venom. Now I think would be a great time to introduce something like the Sinister Six. Now I think would be a good time to introduce things like that. No, because one thing also that I love about Spider-Man comics is, or any superhero comic, is when a superhero is in a situation where he's tested to the maximum limit, and you see that with Spider-Man with just certain amount of villains. Like I saw that with Maximum Carnage. If you read that storyline, Carnage took Spider-Man to the brink. Like Spider-Man was going crazy by towards the end of that storyline. And he had to get Captain America. He had to get a bunch of people to come and help him out to take down Carnage. He had to get Venom in the mix also. And like Carnage really tested Spider-Man. Joker in Dark Knight really tested Batman. Like I want to see that. I want to see like a hero say, I gave it all I got. I still can't beat this guy. What the hell do I do? Like that kind of scene. Like I want to see in the movie. And I saw some of that with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man had no idea how to take care of Jean Grey, and slowly but surely he started thinking of ways to he developed that 30-meter distance thing that she couldn't mind jump 30 meters. Like he discovered that. So that's so I like pushing the hero to its limits. I think everybody enjoys that. So yeah, man, it was great. It was great. I love the movie. I recommend checking it out. Let's see what you guys want have to say about that. Yeah, the original Spider-Man was accurate. Yeah, it was almost perfect. A few things didn't add up, but yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah, I don't think you guys should pick it too much. Only Snyder has made that happen, or at least close. For example, Snyder's Superman, Snyder's Wonder Woman, Snyder's Batman are as comic accurate as you can get. I don't know. Like just that. The only thing I don't like about Snyder is that it's too freaking dark. Like it's just gloomy for the sense of being gloomy, and it's not. DC comics are not always like that. So but I get that's his interpretation of it, and I dig it. But just those three characters, like you just see them on screen, great, fucking great. If I don't see any comic book panel with Doomsday movie, I'm out. Yeah, yeah. I mean, people are like that. No matter without going too far, my brother's like that. My brother in the chat. I thought it was great. He's like, no, I didn't think it was great. I wanted to see Scorpion more. I wanted to see, and I get it. It's not exactly comic book accurate, no, but I was like, enjoy it. Fuck, enjoy the movie. Don't. But no, yeah. So he's one of those guys. Like, I don't think he's gonna like Doomsday either. I think, but I think the only movie he did like was Spider-Man 2. I forgot what other movie he liked. He didn't like my brother's favorite character is Venom, and he didn't like any of the Venom movies because he didn't have the logo, right? The spider symbol on his chest. I was like, well, and because that dynamic with Venom and Eddie Brock is about as close as you can get. No, and for example, Tom Hardy, he doesn't have blonde hair, so he doesn't have blonde hair. I hate Venom movies. Like, it's like that with my brother. So, but yeah. And Peter Moss says I'm not a fan of Tom Holland Spider-Man, but I'm excited to see this movie when it's hit streaming. I'm sorry if I spoiled it. Sorry. I like to see family who created Amazing Fantasy. That would be nice, yeah. Oh yeah, the webbing design on the armpits. Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. We could probably get one suit with that. That would be nice. I like the Spider-Man. Yeah, that could work too. Peter Parker's the Bolivar Trask. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And Will, you are the Bolivar Trask of CG. Not because you did anything bad, but because you look a little bit like the guy. I'm just joshing you, man. Much love. I think the Lizard should have replaced the Hulk. You could have some scenes of Peter doing correspondence courses in the beginning. Montage to show he's built a relationship with Dr. Connors. Yeah, that could have worked too. Yeah. Hulk. No, wait, the Lizard. The Lizard. And who would have been the Lizard? It was Keith David would have been the Lizard. Yeah. That would be cool to see an MCU version of the Lizard. Yeah. Maybe with a longer snout. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, if instead of Banner, we got Dr. Connors, much better. No, much better. Would have been nice. All the action and copy paste from a Spider-Man game, not a bad game. You know, I haven't played any game, so I wouldn't know what to compare to that. But I think the swinging was great. If Daredevil made an appearance to help Spidey with the hand, that would have been nice. No, yeah. If you would have changed the Hulk for the Lizard, and and Punisher for Daredevil, man, that would have been much better. Oh man, could you imagine that? Could you imagine Daredevil and Spider-Man taking on the Hulk? Oh, that would have been great. Oh, that would have been great. And after Gene being the monster, I'm on team build camps from Muties. Oh man, that old guy is dead. You didn't survive it. Yeah, well, yeah, we didn't see that. I don't know. He says, I'm done with Tom Holland. Bring Toby back. Oh man. Yeah, my brother's like that, man. Yeah, Toby is my favorite. Yeah, I like Toby. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like Toby. Yeah, Toby's great. Spidey gets the black suit during Secret Wars. Would be cool if we see that. Yeah, that would be nice, man. That would be nice. If the next Venom isn't comic book accurate, I'm gonna write a very angry There he is, man. Deconstruct to reconstruct even better. Yeah, would be nice. What's up, Clipperverse? It was Clipper's birthday not too long ago, man. Happy birthday to you, man. Holland needs AI to help him figure out the 33-foot rule. Toby could just eyeball it. Like I think that's about 33 feet. I'm gonna write that down. 33 feet. Damn right. That's me, y'all. I hate it. Oh man. Yeah. What's going on, guys? Hell yeah. All right, yeah, and that's it. That's it for the Spider-Man part. Another thing I hope you guys enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. It's a great movie in my opinion. Could it be better? Hell yeah. There's a lot of things you can do to make it better. But I love it for what it is, and I recommend you guys check it out. Now, the next thing that I want to show you guys is this new video game. I don't play video games a lot. I haven't played video games since, what was the last video game I played? I haven't played video games since what's the shit called? Since PlayStation 2. So I'm not really into hold on, what the hell? Hold on, I'm trying to find something and I can't find it. Where's my bookmarks? My bookmarks just disappeared. What happened to my bookmarks? Let's see. This is the next thing that I want to show you guys right here. I don't play video games. The last thing I played was on PlayStation 2, but I saw this not too long ago on, I think it was YouTube, and I was smacked. I was like blown out of my mind by seeing this. And my brother's like, I don't recommend. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Yeah, so let's check it out. The last thing that I here. No? All right. Man, there's so much stuff to share with you guys. No, that's not it. Shit. It's this one. No, that's not it either. Hold on. It's this one. All right. This is it. This is a new video game called Marvel TOKON Fighting Souls. And this was, I don't know what the name of the company is that made this. It's not Capcom, and I was surprised because it looks just like Capcom, and I was like, shit. And so let me read this. It says, in case you missed it, check out this Marvel TOKON Fighting Souls trailer for the upcoming 4 versus 4 tag team fighting game where you assemble your team of iconic Marvel heroes and villains. Available on PS5 and PC now. Let's check out this trailer.
It's showtime!
I am itching for a fight. For Earth's sake, I hope you don't disappoint.
The Earth is not a toy for you to play with.
Say your prayers! Doom is no one's entertainment.
Let's finish this quick. I've taken down more tyrants than I can count. You're next, champion.
You thought you could fight me? Meet your doom.
Kirby Crackle!
You have withstood my fury. The screen's getting crowded. Wade, you are hopeless.
That should finally shut you up.
Look at that Wolverine. Fucking A.
The challenge of the champions begins!
Behold, Earth's true power.
Let me at them, Storm.
Try and keep up.
Is that all?
Green Goblin.
Front page of the Bugle, here I come. Maybe this time it'll be a good story.
So we have a series of knockouts, and the winner gets a crack at the big guy.
I have never lost before, and I am not about to start now.
For the glory of Wakanda! On it! Initiating attack.
Okay, save the world time. You got this. Oh, we're cooking now. Let's show him something special.
Wow.
I will not have my title stolen by mere mortals.
Inviting me to this contest was a big mistake.
Look at that. Insane. That looks great. Look. Well, hold on. Look, hold on. Look at that. At the bottom, you see 5 character costumes, and then you see classic Iron Man, classic Cap. Oh, that looks great. Oh man, that stuff is nice. Hold on. And I've been watching a bunch of these clips from this game. I dig it. I like the action. I dig it. And then my brother's like, my brother kind of sucked. And I don't recommend the game. You're killing me, Smalls. I need to get that clip. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys some clips of the game, of the actual game, because like the fighting thing is really cool. Let's see. It should be in my saved things. My things that have been saved. Shit. When did I see that? Liked videos. I'm looking at my YouTube, looking at liked videos, and there's a lot of crazy stuff here. I want to see some fighting going on. Because this is the kind of stuff that influences me as an artist. I see this stuff and I get the itch to draw, and also not just draw, but just draw stuff that I see that's similar to this. Like for example, I'm getting influenced heavily by the effects, by the special effects, and I want to try to add some of that stuff to my comic. Like for example, Magic is in there, and then the way Magic swings her sword is it's got like this effect to it that I've been using for Zadok, and so I want to try to use some of that stuff. Hold on. Let's take a look at this. I'm gonna take this down. Let's take a look at this. My bad, guys. 1 second. Let's take a look at this. This is a Cap. Classic costume Cap.
Captain America, strutting in all cool and composed. Here we have the Fighting Avengers! At long last, the bell is just about to ring.
That looks great, man. I don't know about the color differences, but that looks great. That's awesome. I like that. I like that. And not only that, there's also a classic Iron Man. Let's take a look at the classic Iron Man. Who's the red head character? It's the new bad guy, the like the main villain of that game. His name is Champion, I think. And yeah, I don't know. It's whoever really, like. We want to see the characters fight. They got great characters in there. Hold on. Let's take a look at some gameplay. And then we'll get into the next topic, which is promotion. Next topic is promotion and something BA said. Charging Star, Proton Cannon. Hell yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom right there, buddy. Yeah, that's nice. Like on the right, we see like the anime Japanese version of Iron Man. This looks, I dig it. I guess it's nice. It's different. You can see the Japanese influence in it. And then on the left, they got a new skin where you can get the classic costume. Let's take a look at that. Look, Green Goblin is playable. And Green Goblin is nasty in this. It's great. Oh, I love it.
Now for today's main event. Here's Iron Man.
Look at Iron Man.
Strutting in, all cool and composed. Here we have Genius Avengers. In the opposite corner, the leader, Hulk. Give it up for the incredible Shapeshifters! Tensions are on the rise. Who knows what...
Green Goblin is playable. Loki is playable. Carnage is in this game. He's playable also. And Carnage looks sick too. But I was really impressed with Green Goblin because you can fight with him on the glider and off the glider. So it's great stuff, man. Check it out. Check it out on Marvel TOKON. Fighting Souls is the name of this game.
Go down in this battle. At long last, the bell's just about to ring.
Look at that Iron Man.
I gotta say, I like the new look, Hulk. Really screams irredeemable, savage rage monster.
You are monster? Hulk, show you monster! Brace yourself. Round one. Receive my assistance. Damage check. Eat this. Here you go. Eat this. Not bad.
Like, look at that. Like, look at this screen right here. Like, that kind of action is what I'm trying to put into comics, into my comics at least. Like, you see Iron Man doing that blast, and then like the little effects coming off, and then Hulk going back, and then the dust under his feet. Like, I want to incorporate that kind of stuff in my art. That looks great, man. I love that. That pose. You guys should check out some of these fighting games to get some poses, some references. Look at Hulk, for example, getting smacked back. He's got his arms like to the side like that. Great stuff.
Don't worry about me, Tony.
Look at that. Look at that punch. You see that swing right there, and then the effects coming off Hulk. Yeah, that looks great. That's a great. Like, if we were to clip that part out, that's a great image, a great visual. I dig it.
Useless. Doom stands beside you. Out of the way.
Hold on. Look at Doom. He's gonna shoot his his blast thingy, and it's got the Kirby crackle on it. Oh man, you see the X Mansion in the back. Oh, nice. There's Colossus and Beast back there, Professor X and Angel. Yeah, buddy. Oh man, I missed it. Shit. What's this called? This is a. Look at that Kirby crackle. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's dope. Yeah, man. So this game came out. I recommend you guys check it out. This 4-player, or if you guys can, I don't know. I don't play games anymore, but I just like looking at the visuals. It looks great. I see these kind of videos all the time. But yeah, look at that Kirby crackle. Oh man, that stuff is nice. I should have gone with the Kirby crackle for my sorcerer, but I went with Todd McFarlane Spawn effects for his blast. But yeah, so that's the game. Marvel TOKON Fighting Souls. I highly recommend checking it out. Let's see what else is up here. All right, let's get into some Liam stuff. No, wait, before we get into the Liam stuff, hold up, buddy, cuz. Hold up, man. Hold up. We're going to get into some promotion stuff, man. we're going to get into some promotion stuff. This is all coming from BA. This is all coming from BA Turner. Check him out on Thursday. So yeah, so BA Turner, because I don't have much, I got a little bit of time. I want to talk about this last topic. Yeah, so we saw the movie. I gave my review. We took at Marvel TOKON Fighting Souls. Now let's take a look at this other nonsense that's going on with drama and stuff. So BA Turner put out this post. Yeah, I retweeted it. I pinned it because I wanted to talk about this. And this is like the third or fourth post of this nature, talking about people needing to promote, and then this whole idea of who promotes, who doesn't promote, what is promotion, promote my book, and it's a topic that's going to keep on coming up. And there's many kinds of people that have different takes on all this. Anyways, let me read what it says. It says, until creators start promoting each other, until creators start promoting each other's campaigns and channels again, the impression that crowdfunding is on the decline for indies will continue. If you want to counter those rooting for some indies to lose and prove them wrong, indie crowdfunding campaigns needs, I'm assuming, to be injected with funding like in the past. This isn't going to happen without alignment or collaboration. Folks can either contribute the decline or they can contribute to revitalizing the space. Let's see. And a bunch of people reacted to that. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if I can find this other post also. Because normally when people post stuff like this is the reaction that normally we see. And I'll show you if I could just find this. I'm sorry for the delay. Just a second. I'm looking for the post. And this all goes back to promoting comics. And I have some stuff to say about this. I want to read Don's reaction to not this exact post, but something similar to this. Yeah, here it is. Oh, no, it is a reaction to this post. Yeah, so BA puts out that post, and then Don comes back with this post. And it's a lot, but here's what he says. He says, I give up. All you people do is bitch and moan about no promotional shows, but are you watching the shows that are out here promoting? No. I've been doing this close to 2 years, almost every Saturday, and rarely do I get more than a handful of people watching live and average 125 views a video. I promote the show multiple times a week on all my socials, have great friends and supporters who help out, repost, and shout as well, and nothing really changes. It's not that we aren't out here promoting. We are. People aren't watching. And that can be attributed to a lot of things like YouTube, constant algorithm, and all stuff. And yes, the great majority of people are far more interested in the drama streams. Adversity is how we got here in the first place, but to keep playing the same song about no one is really promoting creators anymore is tiresome. I agree. It is tiresome to hear that. Because everybody complains about this, and then no one has actually had a solution to this. No one has actually said this is the way that we should promote and has done it consistently to the point where, oh yeah, that does work, let's do that. No one. Everybody keeps using the same format. Bring on a creator, interview the creator, ask them about the project, get people to buy the book. No, that's been the same format. And we've been doing it for so long, and we've had all kinds of creators come on. And it's gotten to the point where people, they see some people, there's two reactions to this. Some people like it and some people want to see and learn more about the creator. And there's other people that are completely turned off by it. And the same can be said about the drama streams. Some people tune into the drama streams and other people are completely turned off by it. So the thing in this case, in my opinion, is to find a balance. Because, for example, Michael Bancroft did this thing a few months back where he said, I'm going to create the Coctagon. And the Coctagon is going to be where I put creators and they're going to fight each other for see who gets the most promotion and the winner gets nothing. Like he did a stream like that. And do you know the effort that one has to put to organize something like that? To contact 8 different creators, to get them all to say, hey, I can't show up on your show this one day at this 1 hour for this amount of time. It's difficult rounding up that many people. So for example, me putting in all that effort to help you sell your comic, what's the benefit in it for me? I mean, and it's not to say that I'm going to promote you only if there's a benefit. No, but you also have to understand that the promotion shows out here don't owe anybody anything. Promotion shows don't owe anybody anything. We don't. We can promote you or we cannot. It's whatever it is. We can promote you or we cannot. We don't owe anybody promotion. So I mean, for people that are seeking promotion that are not getting promotion to complain about promotion, I think that's messed up. And I'm not saying that that's the case with BA Turner. I'm just saying that I think it's for because there was another case also. I saw this post and I can't show it because the creator had deleted the post, but I'll show you because I got something here about that. I have it right here. Just give me a second. I'll bring it up. Because that post, it rubbed some people some way. Now, there's a bunch of people reacting to that. But what I wanted to say is that hold on. Let me find it. Because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of nuances to that. All right, here. Check this out. This post has since been deleted, so I can't show you this post. I didn't take a screenshot of it. But we've seen people comment things like this before. Here is Shane Davis. Just to tell you, I'm showing this so you guys know that people have commented about this, and this is what people have been saying. Shane, for example, he says, we need active promoters in this network, not artists that disappear for a year or years and then poke up when it's time to sell. That is not cool. Like when you, if you want to be about CG and be in this situation and do this, then be in it. Have some kind of presence, and let it be constant. Because there's a bunch of creators that are looking for the promotion streams only when it's time to promote their book. And then when they're not, when the campaign is done, poof, they disappear. I can mention the case, and then this is no disrespect to the person, but for example, I had what's this guy's name? Michael Oden. I think it's Michael Oden, the creator of what's the name? The creator of what's the name of that book? I drew a character for it. What's the name of this book? I forgot the name of the book. Embrace. Yeah, the creator of the Embrace, the character with the hands and stuff. Like he shows up. Like I mean, he's not in my chat, and I think the last time that I spoke with him was to have him on the show to promote his book. And when do I see him again? I don't know. And obviously, there's reasons for that, like because there's a lifestyle. You have to live your life and things like that. So there's reasons for that. So I'm not saying that, but like if you're consider yourself part of CG, but you only are with CG when it's time to promote, that's not cool. So that's not cool. So yeah, I mean, so Shane has talked about promoters. He keeps saying everyone needs to promote big creators, small creators, and all this other stuff. And then here's another creator. I'm going to show you guys because when I talk, I like to talk with like stuff, not just talk out of my ass. But I'm going to show you guys stuff. There's this guy named Nicholas Gear. I'm pretty sure you guys seen him. He's the creator of Tin Soldier. He was also reacting to, I forgot what post it was. And he made a comment along the lines of like, yeah, because people need to promote and we need to get more people to promote. And then heck, I don't even promote that much. I'm not even on YouTube, but I do what I can. And so Yancy came back at him and said this. No, she said, so help me understand this. You said that you don't promote yourself or even others, but you expect your backer numbers to increase based on other creators promoting someone who confesses to not even caring about promoting himself. Now that's not cool. Like the guy, Nicholas Gear, he said no, like he doesn't promote, he's not very active on X, on YouTube. None of that happens. No, but he gets his books funded, everything is great, and then he says there should be more promotion. No, so the idea is that people that are demanding or complaining about others, that are grabbing an oar when they themselves are not grabbing an oar or don't even know where the fuck the oar is at. Like it's not your, I would say it's not your place to say anything. Like if you're not in here, lending a hand with what we're trying to build, then don't complain with the people that are building. So like, I mean, that's the, or at least the people that are trying to build. So that's my thing on that. So everybody's complaining about promotion, and then BA comes with his comment, and he says, no, until we start promoting again. And I'm like, wait, what? I just did 3 promo shows back to back. I had let me see. Let me take a look at my channel. Let me take a look at my whack ass channel. I had Scribe, I had Don Chin, I had Anthony Gonzalez Clark. We were talking about their comics. And then if you look at the numbers on those shows compared to the previous shows where I was talking about drama and all this other nonsense, the numbers are significantly lower. I had on my friend John Colton, I think it's Jonathan Colton, talking about Three Brothers Gruff. That show wasn't good, or the numbers at least aren't there, to say, hey, this is worth pursuing. No, the numbers are not there. No? And so I was like, what's going on? Like, and I'm like, is BA not watching what's going on in CG? Because even if he doesn't watch my show, I'm pretty sure, aside from today, maybe, I'm pretty sure BA doesn't watch my show, but even if he doesn't watch my show, if you look at CG Commandos, if you look at Hard Art, if you look at Good Morning Comicsgate, if you look at Dawn's the Studio, what are other shows out there? If you look at any of these shows, at any given time, they are constantly promoting other books. If you look at Frederick Gaumont has Proof of Comics. He promotes other creators. Commandos, he promotes other creators almost every week. CG After Dark, they promote creators. The Maniac, Super Killers. These books are in rotation. The people are getting promoted. So I don't know what he saw to say that, hey, there's no promotion going on here. Let me make a comment about promotion. No, if it's about other people outside of CG, forget them. They're out on their own. They can do whatever they like. No, but if we're talking about here in CG, I think we're always constantly promoting. So I don't know what he saw, or what he's talking about with that. And it's like, until we start promoting, we're not going to get numbers back. Like, what? We are promoting, and I think that the numbers it's just a reflection of the economy. It's a reflection of many of the bad things that have happened in CG. The era of 2020, 2021, where campaigns got minimum 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K is over. it's apparent that that money was from all that COVID money we got. So from being locked up, and being at home. So that boost in that kind of sale is gone. We're back out in the real world again. We got our expenses again. We got to manage our incomes again. We don't got money to throw around like that, and so people are very picky about what to back. Also, all these late campaigns, all of these unfulfilled campaigns are hurting us. And and I always exclude Ethan from this late campaign thing because Ethan is constantly hustling. He's constantly hustling. He's streaming every freaking day almost. He's drawing pages. He's getting a lot of pages get drawn. He's putting out books. He's putting out pinups. He's always there. So I don't put him in that group. No, but for example, like Shelby Robertson, he hasn't fulfilled Rage Tality. Where the hell is he at? Where the hell is my book? Dan Fragger, where the hell is my Black Flag book? Late books that are never going to get fulfilled. Rob Willis, where is my Shinobi Sasquatch? Like those cases, like no, that kind of thing destroys backers' trust. No, you could say Ethan also, but it's different in his case because he's showing up on stream every Friday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He's showing up and he's saying, "Hey, I got this for you. I got this for you. I got his eBay store. He's got books on eBay store. He's got countless books you can get right now." So I mean, that's not really the argument with him. So that kind of stuff hurts backers' trust. The Rob Hunter case, the Jimmy Reyes case, where they took the money and left. Up until a certain time ago, Kelsey Shannon with scribbles to money and left. Supposedly nobody back, but he fulfilled it. So with all that stuff happening, Packers have been very wary about who to back and who not to back. They've been very wary with it. And so now what has happened? Many people are not spending as much. Many people are starting to second guess themselves as to whether I should back this or not. And that's reflected. And there's also many creators that are no longer CG, and so those numbers aren't in the mix, aren't in the talks. And so obviously, if you have a pool of 200 creators, and now you got a pool of 50 creators, then obviously the numbers are going to be the same. The numbers are going to reduce, obviously. So you got that position in there also, and so yeah. So what is that happening now? So what is it forcing us to do now? Now we are in the position where any creator that is coming out onto the scene, they have to prove themselves. They have to prove themselves with their artwork, with their lettering, with their writing, with everything, with also being in the scene. That helps a lot. Being in the scene helps a lot, and collaborating, contributing. And so what's going to happen is that the creators that do come out and make books and do get more backing and funding, they're going to be better creators, because they have to rise above all these critiques. And so I think it's great. I think it's a way to it's a way for the fire to purge, CG in certain cases, and make what comes out on the other end something more interesting and more spectacular than before. And so yeah, so I mean, I have no worries. I mean, I'm going to continue creating and doing what I can, doing as much as I can. And my main goal has always been to fund my books. And I don't want to throw out a campaign where I say I need 8,000 to get this book made. I don't want to do that. I want to try to minimize that as much as I can, and because I want to fund. So I don't think I'm going to go out there and get 30K on my campaign. I don't think that at all. I think I'll be lucky to get 1.5K. And I'll be happy with that. So I'm going to try to make everything work within my means, and yeah, that's all I want. And then continue to promote others. But yeah, I mean, this whole thing about promotion, it's a never ending talk. After this show, we're going to talk about it again later on, and yes, just from my point of view, though, on my channel, the promotion shows don't justify their existence, because the numbers do not convince me that, hey, I should continue doing more of this. It doesn't. I have to find a way to promote, and continue doing my entertainment, because what we're here doing on YouTube is entertainment. What I'm doing here on YouTube is entertaining you guys, giving you guys my opinion, and explaining, giving my takes on things and shit like that. No, so that's what well, I have to do. I have to find that balance, and I'm going to continue trying my best to get that balance. No? And yeah, there was another thing about that I wanted to say. Forgot what it was. But yeah, this is no ill will to BA. I was just confused, like, why did he say that? Like, is he not watching the shows? Um, and yeah, so there's a bunch of talk about that, about a bunch of whether we should make it entertaining and things like that. People complaining about talking about drama. Drama is always going to be here. People could take this post as a certain thing of drama. I mean, people take things in many different ways. So it's I mean, it's part of the game. Like, if you're in this game, prepare for this shit, because it's going to happen. So we can't shy away from it. And yeah. Oh yeah, I got tagged. No, I agree with all that. I think bigger issue, maybe less promotion problem and more content. Yeah, that was my other thing also that I wanted to figure out is, and I did this post. No, I can't find it. Where? Jeez. Hold on. My post to that was to talk about the definition of promotion. Like, what is promotion? Like, what do we understand with promotion? Because maybe that might be a thing also, because I think there's an underlying factor there that nobody wants to talk about. And I think it needs to be talked about. Shit. Where is it? Got more stuff to say. All right, let me see. Let me see what you guys are saying. BA's in the chat. What's up, BA? Oh yeah, that guy. Okay, the promo argument. Not everyone can promote and be entertaining. That's, yeah. I don't even know if I fit that. I don't think I fit that. I don't think I fit that. Yeah, it says BA says the biggest thing to me is alignment. Communicate about launch schedules, pushing campaigns as they launch and close, push people to each other's channels versus streaming and launch over each other. I agree with that. There has been tremendous slack on launch dates. People have no respect for the launch dates anymore. And like, I've seen so many ninja launches, and I'm like, how is this working? Like, you should be able to announce launch dates, have exclusive items, 24-hour variant covers, things like that. I agree with that. Sending people to other people's channel. And like, for example, tonight, guys, check out BA's show, Bat Chat. I like the name of that. I think you should stick with that, Bat Chat. And and guys, help me out. Be vigilant of BA. Watch the show tonight, and let's see if BA recommends to the fine people of his chat to come check out the Ominus show the following Thursday. Let's see if he does that. And I hope he will. I'm pretty sure he will. But I would be an asshole. Like, I can't tell because I haven't watched the show. Crap. I haven't checked. He's back on stream 3, I think, stream 2, and so I have to check it out. I'm gonna jump in this chat like, BA, what's up, BA? You know of any Thursday shows coming up on morning that I could watch, BA? Oh man. Yeah, who's not? Yeah, and so that's, hold on, let me look for my post. Yeah, that's what I was going at too. Crap. Wait. Let me see if I can find it. Oh man. All right, let me Let me see. My idea for promotion show: sell me your comic. You're guaranteed at least one sale if you make a good pitch. Maybe have a panel of potential buyers who are in or out, like Shark Tank. Yeah, yeah. Now the idea would be to organize that. And you say you want to have a panel and you want to have people on your show. Now you got to go out there and message these people. Hey, I'm going to do a show on Saturday or whatever. No, are you available? And they have to round up all these people. You have to come out for the like you have to put all this effort into this so these people can get some promotion or money or whatever, and then and it's unfair, I think, that they demand that from you when they don't do anything in return. No. And so that's what I say to that. No, and then, like, for example, if you guys are asking me, hey, I want you to put an entertaining show where you juggle balls and then balance, while balancing on the unicycle and then with a song in the background so that you can get me sales. Like, I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to say your book it looks great. I like it. I'm interested in it. What else can you tell me about it? And then if you can convince me of buying it, then I'll buy it. No, but I don't know, man. But it's an interesting debate. No? Shane is correct. That happened with Ethan contest. All of a sudden, people came out of nowhere, then bounced again. Exactly. What about that $4,000 cover art thing? Where the hell are those creators at? Now, where are they at? No, they show up and then they disappear. And so, yeah, that's true. Yeah, see, people forgot already. Yeah, Yasi slapped him in the rear. Yeah, that's also true. If you're not in the chat, and that's been a constant since I've been in CG. Like, if you're not in the chat, if you're not talking with these people, they won't know who you are. And then when you launch a campaign, everybody, the first question is, "Who's this guy?" And then, what? Who is he? Is he CG? Why should I give him my money? And that was back then. No, but now it's even now people scrutinize even more, and rightfully so. No, because we messed up, and so people are scrutinizing. And so, now creators have to earn it, and work harder than before. It's more difficult, but I think in the end, the quality is going to be better. So folks like yourself, Don, Commandos, and some more have been consistent. Definitely some outliers. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Elliot promotes like crazy. Yeah, I'm going to stop promoting. Can't take this shit no more. No, I'm just kidding. We Commandos are more of a chill show, promote, but we don't get the big numbers like Katie did Friday. Yeah. Friday nights. Yeah. Katie has the biggest promo show besides Ballers. Yeah. More about CG as a whole. There's less promotion overall, definitely from the top. What do you mean? Like, are you saying like Ethan should promote us? I mean, if Ethan if Ethan and Shane are hesitant to do that, it's because of the backstabbing that's been going on. No, so I mean, because for example, Ethan is promoting the hell out of Back Me Bro, Starlight Cats. He's promoting. He had launch streams on his show. Shane is they're also going back into Elephant. So I mean, there's comics that are being promoted on Ethan's. And now, if it's Ethan to these non-professional creators, like me, Clip, these other people. I mean, if he's hesitant to do that, it's because of the constant backstabbing that has been going on. So I understand, like, if, for example, if Ethan doesn't put some of these guys on the big screen, and he doesn't owe us that, So, but he is promoting. He is promoting, and I can't find my post. And I got to end it in a few seconds. But if you guys are liking the show so far, please click like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I would like to get to 1,000, but now I got to get to 2,000. Man, fuck that shit. I get to 2,000. It will come big. We have to get the big guy numbers up. That means work harder. Nothing's guaranteed. They also have to get each other's numbers up by promoting each other. Not much alignment amongst many other big guys. Yeah. But you go tell that to them. I'm all right. I mean, because you can't tell anybody what to do. No, I mean, if the idea is that CG should promote, CG is promoting. My question is, I think this is it. Yeah, here's my post. Shit. My question is was the following. No, my question is I did this post and I got a bunch of 52 votes. It says hold I was like hold on. Let me ask you guys because my mind was going towards this like what is promotion? How do you define it? No, because I think defining the term will help to will help everybody understand what we're talking about exactly, you know. And is it mentioning your project on the show? Is that promoting? Is it making money for your campaign? No, because if that's the case, then I don't promote because I don't make that much money from other people's campaigns. I was able to fund my campaign on my show, but I don't. But I don't. Unfortunately, I would like not for that not to happen. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to get people that many backers. You know, the only case that I got was Michael Ferraro's Cool It comic. He was able to fund it on my show, but he was like $100 away, and we were able to like get 3 or 4 backers in there, and then get that funded. You know? But yeah, so if that's the case, that I'm not a promoter. Is it liking and retweeting your campaign links? Then if that's the case, I'm the heaviest, the heaviest. I'm the biggest promoter in CG because I retweet the crap out of everything I see. And so I wanted to hear what you guys had to say about that. And many people were saying you should have an option that says all of the above. And I was thinking, yeah, that's nice, but then that's like an easy escape. Like I want you to tell me which of these 3 specifically would you consider promotion. And then people say mentioning my comic. Making money is not necessarily the biggest priority, or it's not necessarily the definition of promotion. No, promotion is more aligned with mentioning the comic on YouTube. Now, for mentioning the comic on YouTube, I don't need to have the creator here. I could just talk about it right now. No, like, hey, don't forget, BA Turner's got a show this Thursday, tonight. Don't forget, Commandos are on Friday, or Saturday. Don't forget, Ballers Friday night. Don't forget Good Morning Comicsgate Monday, and things like that. No, so I mean, and liking and retweeting 25%. No, so yeah. So what is promotion? No, so, and then I was saying like people are complaining about promoting, but if promotion is all of this, then we are promoting. So then why are people complaining? And so I think there's an underlying issue. And the underlying issue is the money, I believe. No, there's not that much money out there, and it's like, well, if there's not money in it, then you can't say that I'm going to go to this promotion show and then automatically get a lot of money. That's not the case. No, the money for your campaign relies strictly on you to go to these other shows, for you to promote your own campaign. Because all I do is like and retweet, but you have to put the post out. You have to put the link out. You have to inform people. No, you are the source, and then CG is the megaphone. We just amplify the voice to spread it out to everybody else. No, so, but it has to come from the creator. The creator has to, show interest and initiative, from their behalf and say, hey, I want to promote this book and I have to get this book out there. You can't say I'm shy, I don't want to post it, I'm too shy or timid, I don't want to be on the show. Because if you have that kind of attitude, you're not going to make squat. And then you're going to end up, being an anti-CG or orbiter person. So the creator has to show the initiative. No, it's not up to me to fund your book. No, that's not the idea. No? Yeah, CG also had the entirety of the Fandom Menace back in the day. Is there evidence to that? Is there evidence that the Fandom Menace? Well, they may have been. I'm not sure. That's probably a stupid remark on my end. Yeah. Ethan is working on his book. I'm not worried. Yeah, Dave Brent, Crenshaw, Devil Flyer, Lucid Press, or a few others. Draw streams are awesome. Yeah. And Friday nights, yeah, just be present and don't be a snitch. You can't think like that though. Yeah, content variety is a much bigger issue than promote. Yeah, I think that's true also. Talk about content. For example, Subjugates. Today I talked about this video game, Marvel TOKON. I don't know what you think about that. Also, something different. No? Too many unrealistic goals out there. Then when they fail, they say crowdfunding. Yes, that's also a thing out there. No, some goals aren't unrealistic. The lack of promotion noticing the campaign is the issue at times. Yeah, it's a case by case basis, I guess we could say. No, so if it's a case by case basis, then we can't just go out there and say promoting is bad or promoting isn't being done. Then no, I mean, then we have to talk case by case. We can't generalize and say that CG is not promoting when then later we say no, but it depends, because sometimes they do promote, but the goal is not realistic. No, so we have to fine tune that message, I believe. No, I think people need to not depend on others' promo shows. They have to put in work and get out there. It was a general post about the decline promotion. Fine, I think they are connected. Of course, some folks are still doing their part. Yeah, definitely, man. They will likely fail then scribe, unfortunately. Yeah, a bad comic can't be helped no matter how much promo you get. That's true. The comic also sells itself, no? When you average 50 backers and your goal requires 200 backers to reach, is unrealistic. If you start with a sign-up page, you can go engage. Exactly. Yes. Now, can we say that every creator is doing that? Is having a sign-up page, is gauging their audience, is having a mailing list, is announcing a launch date beforehand, is doing all of this months in advance before they actually launch? Is everybody doing that? No. Because I keep sending the message out. I keep saying to every creator, launch date. Have something unique for launch date. And sometimes people listen, sometimes people don't. And so I was like, what can I say? Not at all people succeed. The tone, they need to be out there and promote themselves. If the book is good, and they get it take good. Agreed. Time. That's rare, scribe. Without support or promotion, the creator unknown will be talking to the void. Yeah, like for example, I mean, I think UBA would be an exemption to what you're saying right here, because you came on the scene as a member in this chat and in other chats, and then you put out your show. And once you saw that people were, you were being friendly with people in CG and talking with people and sharing the same points and stuff like that, and then you put on your show, people came out and came to check what your show was about, and then you had an audience. Started developing your audience, and then people were checking your stuff out. So I mean, slowly but surely, all creators, me, you, Scribe, Ben in the chat, all of us, can build ourselves. And because, for example, I got a certain amount of people watching me right now, and 2 years ago I didn't have that. So I mean, I did that by firing up my stream, plugging in, and talking all this nonsense, and so building it up over time. I think you should just put yourself out there, and just constantly put yourself out there, and constantly remind people to come check out your shows, constantly remind people to check out the book and things like that. And I think you could do it. I think you could do it without promotion. Cynic, for example, excellent example. He was a guy in my chat that was checking out my TMNT artwork, and then before you know it, he blew up. He had the talent. People checked him out. They liked what he was saying, and now he's got a show that's got great numbers, and he's also promoting comics also as well. And if you check out his thumbnails, not a single one of his thumbnails say that, hey, I'm going to promote this creator. Everything is related about the entertainment that he's doing, the content that he has, the drama or whatnot, and it's successful for him, and it's great. And so that's an example of someone that, building themselves up. But I guess it would be the support from CG. No, I guess no. Probably. I don't know. It's like a case by case basis, I guess. No. But I check it from time to time. Harder to catch. Yeah. I completely understand. I got the worst time slot to watch. It would be great if I were in the evening at night or something like that. But no, I got early in the morning, lunchtime, and people are out eating, so it's really difficult for people to tune in. But then you got Katie Dick who does morning, so then she's like, so that's like not consistent. Like they don't show up for my show, but they show up for Katie's, so there must be something that I'm not doing. Maybe I'm not as entertaining. So there's no. I'm not saying this because there's reason to hate. No, Katie's doing a great job. There's no reason to hate Katie. And shout out to Katie. Katie D. Porno shows, and anybody do a comment in is a plus to have shows, yeah. Yeah, then you got to manage the promotion with making your comic, with having your show. So much stuff. Take a look at. Criminally underfunded despite the amazing quality, and he promotes like crazy. Folks like him should be getting lifted up by all. But now I don't know what more one could do for someone like Quinlan, because Quinlan's got a cover by Ethan, and he's working with Peter Gilmore. And I mean, I don't know what more. So if his numbers are where he's at, and then if he wants, I don't know. I don't think Patrick is unhappy with his numbers. I think he's happy where he's at. No, but for example, would a book like Patrick's have the same numbers, in 2020? No, I think his numbers would be bigger in 2020. But then again, we can't compare everyone with 2020 with now, because the scene is completely different. The parameters are not the same. They're completely different now. You can't measure a campaign success today with what it was back then. There's other factors going on. Yeah. He has got a good promo show. You should listen to. Yeah, Scribe. Those that turn in are patient. Those that turn aren't patient and anxious for sure, but CG success. Rob is one of the best looking books out there. And he's $100,000. Rob. What he likes, which should be definitely promote what you like. Yeah. But yeah, so that's stupid. Making money is the most important. No money, no. And then yeah. Silence do good as fire. Yeah. Should be highlighted more by some. Speaking of that, play this trailer. Salty's on hard art. So I mean, I think these guys are doing good for themselves. But let's check this out.
They told you AI was just a tool. The algorithms would decide what we see, what we hear, what we think. They promised safety, comfort, the perfect society. Benjamin Franklin saw the truth. It was a digital prison. And freedom surrendered is rarely returned. Now history itself is under attack. Because those who control the past control the future. The revolution against the algorithm has begun. Silence. Do Good. Volume 2.
Yeah, I got that video on rotation, so I could play it every show if I need to. If anybody out there's got a trailer like that, that's 1 minute or so, send it my way. For active campaigns, if your campaign is not active, then I can't do anything with it. No. But yeah, so I mean, this is a never-ending issue to talk about. I talked about what I saw recently. Patrick should have gotten at least $60,000 for the campaign. Where's he at now? Is he not? Is he anywhere near that? But yeah, definitely. I could see that. I could see him hitting $60,000. Yeah, definitely. And because there's a lot less promotion, especially amongst the bigger channels, Rob to me should be invited on the big channel. Rob, who's Rob? Who's Rob? River of Blood. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I don't know if you saw the numbers that Ethan pulled in when he did his 4,000K, when he did his $4,000 cover art. Like that news was so big that it was trending on X. Comicsgate was trending on X for a while. So the eyes that were on CG when he did that, and Patrick was the winner, and he got his cover. So did Vasilis Lolos. No, so I mean, I don't know what more promotion could you get? Now, if you're in these eyes, if you're on Ethan's and you won that contest, because Patrick won that contest, and he got the number that he got, then I mean, there's got to be another. If you think that it should get 60K and it's not at 60K, despite being on Ethan's, despite having an Ethan cover, despite many other things like that are in Patrick's favor, then there has to be other factors that could explain why he's not at 60K, if that were the case. But I think it's doing great. That's an interesting thing to discuss. No, why is River of Blood not at 60K? Despite having an Ethan Van Sciver cover, despite showing up primetime on those live streams when Ethan announced that contest. No, that would be an interesting thing to discuss. I don't know, Scribe, what do you have to say about that? Did you maybe you guys comment on that on the show on Commandos? I don't know, but yeah, wasn't on the campaign yet. His second chance just launched with the EVS cover. Well, then in that case, we'd have to factor the previous campaigns and add everything up together, see where that's at. No, and yeah. But yeah, so that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will be back. I don't know when. I don't know if I'll come back next week. When I have something interesting to talk about. I think I might be back next week because there's this whole situation with Liam. There's this whole situation with Back Me Bro. Dan Fraga did a video. There's a lot of things to comment. No, so yeah, so you guys be safe. Enjoy the weekend. I will catch you guys next week, maybe. I will please follow me also on X. I will be posting any announcements on X also, so you guys can be up to date with that. And that's it. You guys have a great one. Be safe. Patrick should push it also. Yeah, have a good. Yeah, so you guys be safe. You guys take care. Don't forget tonight, check out BA. He's gonna be talking about stuff. He's always talking about stuff. And that's it. So thank you very much, guys. You guys be safe. I'll catch you guys next week. And yes. And I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.